On a planet called Cybertron, a bunch of energon-fueled sentient robots roam around with a device fitted so they can transform into vehicles. In a city named Lacon, a robot named Orion Pax sneaks off to watch a documentary the original Cybertrons had made. Unfortunately, Orion is caught by the security robots and is taken to prison, but his best friend, D16, gets him out. Whilst the two get back to work in a cave, they trap another miner named Jazz, whilst their leader, Elita 1, gets blamed for the incident and is demoted. Meanwhile, Cybertron leader, Sentinel Prime, returns home from an expedition to the surface of the planet, claiming he had fought off invading quintessent aliens to return. He then organizes a race to celebrate. Orion and D16 want to prove themselves as more than just mining robots and enter the race with jetpacks, but ultimately lose. Sentinel is about to reward them for boosting morale when the duo are once again caught and put to work in garbage disposal and incineration. While doing the job, the pair meet B-127, and they discover a chip in all the garbage with a distress signal from one of the primes called Alpha Triton. Orion convinces D16, B-127, and Elita to travel to his coordinates with him, the latter coming along after seeing them hitchhiking a train. The quartet travel up to the surface and discover a cave with a Tryon all deactivated laying amongst Prime corpses. They reactivate Tryon and he reveals that Sentinel had betrayed the Primes and was working undercover for the quintessent aliens from earlier, handing them energon supplies in return for allowing him to rule Cybertron. It is also revealed that he was the one removing the cogs from all the miners. Tryon hands them cogs so they can transform, as well as a chip, so they can deliver the evidence of Sentinel and his betrayal. Soon after, he and his army arrive, capture and deactivate Tryon. The robots try and make back to Lacon to reveal the evidence, only to be caught by the High Guard. Meanwhile, Warbots are rebelling against Sentinel. D16 takes care of defeating their leader, Starscream. However, Orion begins to worry about his friend's ever-growing aggression, since learning the truth about Sentinel. Sentinel and his forces find them and begin fighting with them. Unfortunately, in the battle, the evidence chip is destroyed in D16, B-127 and half of the High Guard are taken back to Lacon by Sentinel's army. Elita encourages Orion to rally the other half of the High Guard and the rest of the clan, and they make their way back to Lacon. In the process, Elita broadcasts her memory recordings while subduing Sentinel's lieutenant and inspires the other citizens to help them defeat him. Orion and D16 successfully defeat Sentinel, but have a quarrel over whether to execute him or not, and it ends up with D16 unintentionally shooting Orion, killing him. D16 watches as his friend falls to the ground. D16, newly renamed Megatron, kills Sentinel and demands the High Guard destroy Lacon. The Primus and Prime spirits accompany Orion and give him the Matrix of Power, reviving him and ultimately renaming him Optimus Prime. Optimus then fights and defeats Megatron and the High Guard and exiles the pair. The Matrix restores Cybertron's now dry energon rivers and all of the miners' cogs. Optimus then goes and christens his entourage as Autobots, before sending the quintessent aliens a warning message to stay away from Cybertron. Megatron renames the High Guard, the Decepticons, and the two plan to get their own back on Optimus Prime.